Am I going today? I don't know. I don't know. I want to say probably not, because I feel like I have a lot that I'm leaving, that I'd be leaving behind.
Your characters have no choice here. They are forced basically to go on this trip. So I'll start with you, Lily Rose. If you had a choice, are you going?
Am I going today? I don't know. I don't know. I want to say probably not, because I feel like I have a lot that I'm leaving, that I'd be leaving behind. And I feel like, as I get older, if I have children and stuff, like I feel like there's a lot that I like about my life here on Earth. But at the same time, like, who knows? You never say never, and who knows what developments will happen. But for now, I want to say maybe not. I'd rather maybe watch a movie about it.
Ty, you going if you had a choice?
If it wasn't a definite one-way ticket, maybe.
Yep.
But I think in the case of the film, in the context of the film, these characters are on a mission to reach this very distant planet. It's going to take them 86 years to get to, that they're trying to colonize. I don't know if I would board that train. I'm interested in going to space, going to some other planet maybe, but I don't know if I'm going to do the 90-year trip.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pass. Plus, you didn't even get a travel brochure to get to see where you were even going.
Exactly.
You don't even know
where you don't know what's happening over there.
Exactly. It's such an interesting concept. You're given the necessities. There's nothing extraneous here for you all as you grow up on this flight. So Lily Rose, if you could bring something totally extraneous and not that important, but would help you sustain years on this thing, what are you bringing?
Wow. I guess if there was no kind of concern about like the weight of the items, I guess I would just bring like as many books as I could carry, just to like keep myself entertained and keep my mind like nourished. I would say like a TV and a bunch of movies, but I don't know about the connection, like things like that. I'd rather just stick to books. I would bring as many books as I could carry. Yeah.
Yeah. Ty, how about you? What are you bringing?
I'll bring a map.
Wait, a Mac?
A map.
Oh, or a map.
You could pull up a map on your Mac.
Yeah.
Well, I think I would bring a drawing pad, because everything else is so digital and, and it's all screen based, that to somehow kind of just, get into something that's more tactile and would be great.
Good question. Probably a laptop. Is that boring?
Okay. Yeah.
Or actually, no, you know what? Maybe a plant. No. Final answer, a dog.
Oh, you know what? That's the best answer. That's the best answer so far, by far. The other fascinating thing is they don't know what they don't know. So there's not really much to miss because they don't know what they're missing. They don't have any pop culture reference. Even during the fight scenes, there isn't a WWE move to relate to. So again, I'll start with you, Lily Rose. What is a movie, an outside influence that really has influenced you as a person? What is that film for you?
That has really influenced me as a person. Wow. I mean, there's so many, like, it's really hard to pinpoint one that has really changed my life. But I would have to say, and it's a very kind of like fantastical movie. And so it's not like directly something that I've like tried to live my life by, but I've been very influenced by Podane, which is this like French movie with Catherine Deneuve, which is like an incredible movie. And I guess it's just it's influenced me a lot in my curious nature and in my kind of like love of all things mystical and magical. I don't know. I can't say that I can pinpoint a movie that's like changed the way that I behave and interact with people. I would say that's more down to maybe like the people that are in my life that have influenced me the most. But I guess that's a movie that's definitely influenced like maybe just like my personality or like the way that the things that I like, I guess.
Sure. And Ty?
If I think of a specific movie, but I think it's movies like this, that question our morality, that question our true nature, that I think in retrospect, as the audience, get you asking questions about yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because that's why stories are powerful. Stories are powerful because they can teach us lessons and make us, think about things that we typically wouldn't be thinking about if it weren't for that story. So I think, to me, that's the power of storytelling, and that's the power of films and filmmaking. And so I think this film is definitely one of those films, which is exciting, and obviously grateful to be a part of. Yeah.
I second that.
Yeah, I heard that. Congratulations on all of this. I'm sorry that we're out of time. Ty, tell JR Moringer hi from Arizona. I've met him a few times back here, and I can't wait for that. And congratulations. Hope to see you guys in person on the next one.
Thank you so much. Same to you. Have a great one.
Take care. I guess one of the messages here is, listen, if somebody gives you a drink that is 100% blue, be cautious. What is your drink of choice? What is your favorite drink?
Well, I'm kind of a beer person. On the other hand, though, I've become very attached lately to, during confinement, to a Negroni.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I know.
A drink of choice. Alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
Yeah. What do you have one drink left? What are you drinking?
Probably there's you can get this apple juice over here. I don't know if you can get it, if the brand is there in Arizona, but it's called Capella, and there's apple and elderflower juice, and it is delicious.
I am writing this down. I just got a good tip from you. I'm writing this down because I'm absolutely going to try to track that thing down. It's fascinating to watch some of the fight scenes in this because they have no reference. I mean, they don't have the WWE.
They don't know how to fight. Yeah.
They don't know how to fight. So how is it choreographing fights where you're not supposed to have a reference to any of this?
Well, I was really interested in that. I mean, that was, to come up with a fighting style for people that have never seen a fight. And I actually studied, chimpanzees and other apes and monkeys fighting in the wild and how they did it. They're not doing it in a normal they're not setting up. They're just swinging their weapon that they have attached to them, which is their arm and their forearm, in kind of a wild way. And you can see them in the movie fighting in a very similar way. It's like, what can I use to hurt the other person? I can kick them or I can swing my arm, but they're not throwing punches. Actually, TYE Sheridan throws a punch later, but that's because he's seen some other films by them. But initially, they're just fighting in a way that's just the most raw human way.
We did talk about that a lot, actually, and Neil did talk about that and intervened a couple of times. It was that I wanted to make them seem as primal as possible, and as with the fighting, to seem like almost chimp-like, to just sort of be hitting with bare palms or kind of hitting like that and stuff. But it does actually, I think it comes across a lot more brutally when you frame it like that.
You mentioned Ty. He's good in everything he does. I'm starting to become more familiar with Lily Rose, and obviously you've got so many great close-ups of her, and it's hard not to see a little bit of her dad or her stunning mother in her face. What impressed you the most about her?
I think just her, a couple of things. She has like a really wonderful calm about her when she's on screen, and or a stillness to her where you just kind of read everything emotionally inside her through her eyes. And then on a personal level, she's just the most down-to-earth and nice person, and hardworking and giving. And so it was a great combination. And I think it's going to be a real discovery for people who are going to be knocked out by her performance, because boy, she gives such a great performance, and she really holds the screen. She's a star.
This is a journey I could not do. What is the most challenging voyage that you've ever had?
Most challenging voyage. It's a good question. I shot a film in Kentucky, and I had to get very early in the morning to get back home, and I had to change. And I was sat at the back of the plane, and I kept in an aisle seat, and I kept falling asleep, and my knee would go into the aisle, and the air hostess would come along with the trolley and smash it into my knee, like not on purpose. Obviously, she couldn't see my knee was there, and I'd wake up like in agonizing pain, like trying to brush it off as if it was nothing. But that was a pretty tricky one.
Well, hopefully you get upgraded a little more often nowadays. So you have a little more leg room and you don't get nicked on a flight. Finn, congratulations. I hope we can do the next one in person.
Thank you very much.